Hey everyone, welcome back to my workbench. A little bit something different today. This is a system I built up a while ago. I named it the Konix RCP Retro Computing Platform 2000 and gave it this lovely wood grain finish. And what you see in the upper right hand corner is the output from this the live video output for it. So you can see way upper right hand corner is a little lightning bolt that's coming on every now and then, and something's going on there with the power supply on there. So I'm just going to open it up and take a look. You see, it's coming up. It's loading the game. It's coming up a little slow because the power supply is not getting regulated right. And I can hear the fan spinning up and down too. You see, here's the voltage under. It's probably undervolt there. Map, laser hearts. Alright, so you can see I'm getting that voltage warning. So I gotta figure out where it's coming from. Unfortunately, you gotta do it when it's on to figure out what's happening. So this is a system I made up myself. It's got a I'll put it up and show you in a second. On the front it has a 4-port USB. It's just been bugging me and keep getting that voltage warning. It actually slows the system down when it has that warning too. Let's take a look inside. It's been a while. Alright, hold on a second. So I'm going to disconnect the charge circuit there. So, in the top half of the housing, I have a lithium polymer battery along with a charging circuit, which is probably a little big there, but that is what it is. This is a switching power supply, cooling fan, and of course this little Raspberry Pi 3 here. This one's an HDMI audio converter, so it gives me a standard RCA and optical out. So kind of a neat feature. So the power supply here is what should be outputting usually it's 5.1 volts is what the system is looking for. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. That's the 120 in. This is the 5 out right here. And we're coming in at 5.1. Maybe it's too high. I'll turn it down a little bit. Grab my adjustment screwdriver here. Let's take a look. So if it's not this, then maybe it's the fan I have hooked in, and it's messing with the turn it down to. Let's get it. Still 5.08. 5.1, 5.2. Oh, that made it go away. 5.3, 5.4. Well, that's interesting. So now I got bumped up to 5.4 volts at the supply, and the warning went away. Well, that's interesting. Huh. So the way it's set up is whenever it's plugged into AC, the battery over here charges automatically. So when you have it in battery mode, there's this switch back here toggles between AC power and battery, and you switch to the battery. If the battery doesn't kick on, you press this little button here and it turns on the power for it. This power pack was stolen from a defective jump starter for a car, so it's got plenty of juice going on there. I forget how many milliamp hours, how many amp hours this sucker is, but yeah, so it looks like it wanted the higher voltage. Let's see, loading up a game, what happens here. Make sure I don't keep getting it. You see, it actually loaded faster already. This is Zillion for the Sega Master System. It's gonna be a little hard to play because there's some lag from the capture card. Because I'm playing off the captured video, not off the live video right now. Yeah, that's good. Well, that was a relatively simple fix there. Yeah, it's really hard to play with the lag. Okay, so that works. So let me shut down the system. Whoops, get out of here. Let's shut it down and see if that voltage warning stays away. Quit. Really shut down. A little voltage warning up there in the corner shutting down. Odd. I'm tempted to disconnect that cooling fan. See if that helps. Interesting. Disconnect power. Is it pulling power from the HDMI? It is, that's why. Odd thing I've noticed is HDMI tends to supply a bit of power, and I need to switch this to 1. There he goes. Still getting the voltage warning up in the corner. What are we sitting at here? 5.4. Do not like 5.4. It's not the fan. Is it the HDMI converter? That's what it could be, maybe. Maybe I'm getting back voltage to the HDMI. What it could do is connect directly to the Pi without the HDMI converter in the way. See, now the voltage warning went away. Huh. So let's put the fan back on. It does draw some. You see, it brought up the just for an instant there. What I could do here is pull this guy here, and then we can plug this directly in here. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe this is being a pain in the neck. Let's take a look. Should be 5.4. I don't want to run it that high. Scare down the front point. Let's see, it gives me voltage warning again. Well, maybe I will bump it up to 5.4 then. 5.5 volts there. Okay. Let's see if that voltage warning goes away now when we play a game. These games I actually own. Okay. I remember back in 1989 seeing this game load up the first time and just being blown away. This is Electro Cop for the Lynx. Wouldn't know it's a game from 1989. I need to turn on the capture, the sound capture for it. It's got a really good soundtrack. See, I'm not getting any voltage warnings. Imagine a kid, 1989, playing this on a portable color. Pretty amazing stuff, actually. With that scrolling, that zooming like that. That was pretty awesome. I mean, that was a long time ago, 31 years ago, playing a game that looks like this. So, okay, looks like this guy here is the problem. So, is there any way to, if I disconnect the 5 volts to it, does that just pass through, or does it kill it, is the question. No, there we go. Okay, so let's go here. Back into here. And plug that back in. If it's unpowered, does it just have a passive path through, is the question. It doesn't. It does. It's just a passive pass through. So what that means, I can take this guy out power wise, so it doesn't seem to affect. Okay, so now it's technically showing it's powered, but it's pulling off of my converter box, and that's good. So I'm not getting a voltage warning. Okay, good. So that's what it was. This thing is causing issues. So I'll turn this off. And then I'll go and this guy down. Yeah, not even a voltage warning at the end there. That's a good sign. Always unplug. Alright, so that means this guy here pulling off the regulated 5 volts can go away. Well, that's easily fixed. Did not want that. Anyway. Oh, that's one way to get rid of it. And we can always fire up one more time to see what happens. Yay. Yeah, so this is a neat little system here. So you got your Pi 3 Mini. I don't know if that's the technical term for it. The Pi 3 sits there. The Pi 3. This is the power button to turn on the DC power, the internal DC converter. Looks like I don't need to do it there. And this wire here is the output from the battery power supply, and this is the charging cable for it. So whenever it's plugged in AC, it automatically charges. Oh, I unplugged that. That's right. Let's just unplug it all. Put the screws back in. So I want to use this as my main. Plug that back in. Plug the C charging in there. I want to use this for my main. I have another system which is a Sega Genesis. I gutted and put in a Pi. That one has a Pi 3 in there. I don't know if I might update to a Pi 4 or just leave it as is. This one, it's got this nifty. Once I get the screws back in, it has this neat wood grain look to it. I wanted to give it that late 70s, early 80s vibe. This is like, I think, walnut or something. I know the encoder's overloading. Let's turn that one off for now. This is capture device. Okay, so that turns off the capture device. Still high in the CPU usage. That's kind of weird. Oh, someday I'll buy myself a better workshop computer. So the backside. It's high definition graphics and sound. But anyway, standard RCA out, optical out, HDMI out. Run off of, if you have in the one position, runs off AC. Put on 2, it's on battery. This is your standard AC input. It's got 4.4 amp hours, 11 volt battery, so it lasts a while. On the front side, Konix RCP-2000, 4-port USB 3. That's just to kick on the AC, the DC battery. Have it wrapped in this lovely wood grain here, and I built a pair of controllers arcade controllers in the same case. Same beige, same walnuts. These are lit keys. I have a player 1 and a player 2. So I'm going to get this set back up in my family room here. But yeah, that's my Konix RCP. I built that over a year ago, I think. I like to be able to use it more. And everything is all nice and color coordinated and everything. Well, I gotta put some rubber feet on this. I don't have any rubber feet. And I have a blue controller as well for player 2. And this actually looks pretty darn cool in real life. And the controls got the American style stick. The Japanese style is more of a ball. American style is more of the teardrop shape. I do prefer the Japanese layout instead of the straight layout of American arcades. That's why I want this layout. And you've got plenty of room for your palm on here. So you're playing primarily with these two buttons right here. And the coin, of course, is for the coin, and then player 1. So this is something made for myself, and thanks for sitting through my troubleshooting. And everyone, thank you for watching, and next time I'm going to keep working on that other portable system, which I don't have a cool name for yet. So if you have any ideas, stick it in the comments section. Thanks for watching.